Good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to Raid Across New York, the werewolf menu, starring the Worm Raiders, aka the Field Train. Tonight's scene will be a follow-up to another scene that happened a few hours ago, where basically Smiles in the Night have shown that he was quite still affected by his trip to the abyss, and to channel his rage that was being a little bit too overwhelming. Kotori convinced him to go on a hunt in order to channel his anger on something else rather than his brothers or kinfolk. And so the scene will take place in the northern woods after Said Hunt and after Kotori and Smiles, well, had a wonderful meal out of a deer, and that they maybe have their mind cleared a little bit better. So, brother, are you, well, are you feeling a little bit better?
Yes, it's good to be out here. Away from the hive. Away from the humans.
Mm.
How are you feeling? Have you been in touch with your ancestor?
No, not right now. I I fear I fear that well, I haven't been in touch with Screaming Eagle recently, but I can hear him screaming in the back of my head, screaming of vengeance and oath breaking. I believe that I he keeps repeating a name. He keeps saying that World of Thunder lied to him and that he will not forgive. He will not forgive. He's well. I guess that at some point I will have to have a conversation with Screaming Eagle about what happened. But if that is okay with you, I would like to talk about what happened because I only got I got Xavier's version and Red Robin explanation of what happened, but I would like to I would like to hear from you what what you saw, what what you felt when we were there and when I when I dragged you with me into the abyss, because I feel that what has happened will have consequences on this pack, and I am feeling lost right now. I know what needs to be done. I know that there has to be consequences, dire consequences, but
Yes.
I think that all pack members should have a saying in that before I can't believe I say this, but before I make the decision for the pack.
You know, I am not in this pack because Octena is a spirit that I've had connection with beforehand. I am not in this pack for Andre. Kotori. I'm in this pack because you are my lupus brother. You are the only one who understands in the sept. When we were there, I remember the ape monster, defeating the ape monster, and when that thing with the silver came, I led us out. It's what I have always done for us, for all in the sept, whenever I have been out helping other Garu in the sept. I have always led the way. I have found the path. I am an invisible moon. It's what I do. And I led us out. I found the way out. And I led there. And I did my role. And you took us there. You said what happened. And that was your role as a Theurge. But you were the one protecting Xavier. And Xavier was the one holding the rear. And that is not his role. And protecting the cub, and being the one who takes the blows, is not the role of a Galliard. And being the last one down a hole, we were not leaving Xavier behind at that point because he was slow and couldn't keep up. When we escaped from the beast, he could run with the rest of us. The Alpha abandoned him. The Arun did not take the blows for us. And he did not, and the Alpha did not carry his wounded packmate out. He was behind me, on my shoulder, as I led the way out. He is a son of thunder. He clearly cared for his own skin. He was not an alpha looking for the pack. He's talked of his praise of the human mind. He demonstrated his selfish nature well then. The cage affects us all. The darkness was bad and it affected us all, I understand. But I did my role in the pack. You did your role in the pack. He did not. He said, and he even lied, when the ape monster came, he said it wasn't real. It died like a real thing. It dissipated. He would have us ignore our own needs, but he would not protect the rest of us.
Which is, it's something that I don't understand. I'm going to mute you because echo. I do not understand why he made this choice. He was different. I have known him for longer than you have. He always took, well, great determination when he wanted to do something. He showed, well, tremendous courage during the battles where I fought with him. And he went out of his way a few months ago to actually try to understand why the Red Talons would attack us, why would they try to kill us. And he was the one to speak in their defenses. He took responsibility for him. And this is not the person that I have seen the last few weeks, last few months. He has changed. He 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 has too much rage, cannot control himself. And I thought he would change in the better way by going to dove spirits and talking with unicorn's children, as I tried to do, but it doesn't change. Doesn't seem to change. I don't know what he thinks right now. His thoughts, they are. He has turned inward. He doesn't speak. He keeps everything to himself.
Hirano is a curse that can affect us all. But for someone who has not just been swallowed by his rage multiple times, but who has fallen to thrall of the world several times, one questions if he will recover from Hirano. That is a dark place.
He has to recover. Because if he doesn't, I know that we come from the same roots, you and I, and that I chose a different road. I chose to follow our Uktena rather than Griffin. But I know the law of a wolf. I know the law of the packs. If he is too weak and cannot stand up anymore, he will have to go and take the solitary road to die alone. And as much as I am conflicted right now on what I feel, as much as I feel betrayed, this is not something that I want for him. Because for all his failings, he also made great deeds for the Sept and against the worm. But clearly, it has shown us that when this is the true difference between a wolf and a homid. A homid turns inward. He thinks for himself. Doesn't go to his brothers to ask for help, to ask for their aid, to help them, because they are too proud of themselves. They think in words. When a wolf would have go to his pack and try to find comfort in his brothers, in his family.
If he will not accept us as pack, if he will not come to us as his pack, regardless of what he has or hasn't done, then he cannot be a true packmate of ours. And if he will not lead us, if he will not be strong leader, regardless if he drives out, if he goes the solitary road, he cannot be our alpha anymore. We cannot trust him like that.
I can't accept him anymore. Not as a pack leader. I can't. Not after he abandoned me. Not after he left me with Xavier alone in the darkness. I can't. I can't anymore. I tried to heal him, to find a way, and I turned inward too, in some way, in my own despair of Arano. That's when I thought about this quest, to find something to cure what I felt. I am also guilty of my own hubris, but I feel that we, or at least I, because apparently this is strange to me because I didn't challenge him, but apparently you, Xavier, and Honors the Lost and others thinks that I have, by my own actions, just became the alpha of this pack. But I feel that this needs closure, one way or another. I feel that since we are children of Uktena is a totem of wisdom. If I defy Andre and I challenge him to dominance over this pack, what would happen then? If we fought like wolves, like we would normally do.
Andre,
if he beats...
Kotori, you are my brother, but you cannot stand against Andre.
I know. And this is the problem, because if I challenge him like that, and that he beats me, then what happens? Because I can't trust him anymore as a leader. I can't trust him as my alpha. So I think, and considering my own state, our own state, we cannot make a sane decision. We have our own feelings about what happened. We have our own rage, our own problems, our own darkness to fight. I feel that the one who should judge us, all of us, for our actions as equal, as packmates, without rank, without anything, should be Uktena himself, our totem, and the Philodox, because we don't have one. We used to, but he failed. He fell to the thrall and ate a get of Fenris' heart. We need someone to carry the decision that Uktena will make. Someone who is impartial and knows the law of the litany. I know, out of character, I know that the litany is not really your thing, but, don't start an allergy to the litany, please.
No.
But as I get back, I think, considering that he already judged one of us, I think that this Philodox should be Morning Kill Raya.
I would, if you would have it be Morning Kill, then it'd be Morning Kill. I would take this to contemplate the mercy. I have met him before, and he is a fair judge, despite his breed.
Then,
but like say, someone, if Andre is not alpha, Someone else will be Alpha. You are Fostern. I am Clear. You will be Alpha. It must be your decision of who will judge the pack.
You still have your word to say, because considering what the pack has become, I want you to be my beta if I become the alpha, if I am chosen by Yuktena to be the alpha of this pack.
I will be your better brother. And I will lead us through the dark, because that is what I do.
And you'll always find the exit for us to get out before things get too dark.
Many have told me, I've heard people say that the invisible moons of the other tribes that are not children of Griffin, they find the light in other ways in the darkness. I do not understand how to make the homies laugh. But I will lead us home. I will lead us in the hunt. And I will make sure we find our way back. And if you wish me to be your better, then I will be.
You don't, well, I know that some would say that you are funny in a terrifying way, as they would say it. But you do not have to be like the others. You do not have to be too humid. You should keep your purity as a son of the Wyld, as I am. Even if we have our differences on some subjects, you know that we connect on a lot of others. And I think that this could be a strength, because as you said, this part of the hive, this part of the monster of concrete that the Hamids create, lack the purity of the sons of the Wyld, of the daughters of the Wilds, even if the Black Furies are doing a great job into keeping the Wyld alive. They are too much Homid thinkers. They tend to forget where half of a nation used to come from and what our role is supposed to be. Maybe, please, go on.
They do. And I came here. It is strange, but I came here as the only one of my pack to fight Storm Eater who would accept this place as not corrupt and appreciate what the Black Furies do here and what the Bone Gnawers do in their small way. There cannot be too many children of the Wyld here. It is a difficult place for us. But it is still our place.
We all have a role to play. And even if they tend to forget the heart of a wolf, the Homids, Garu, and the Homids tribe are better survivors in this environment. But we hold strong, because when they hunt us, when the Homid hunted us down, taking our skin and wearing them, as would a parody of a skin dancer would.
Yes.
We stood strong and resilient because we adapt and we survive. That is what we do. We will adapt. You will adapt to this place. We do not have to love it or accept it. It just exists. It is another place that they built. We do not have to bend to their ways. We just need to know how to get through. And that is how we will survive.
But now, after coming out of darkness, I think now is the time before we deal with Andre, maybe give him some time with his Homid brothers to deal with his own darkness. If we go to Pangaea, it will be a happier place for us.
I think, indeed, that honors the lost. Ahmed made me a lesson in the wolf way, saying that a wolf wouldn't have waited for when his alpha showed weakness. But I think that since he doesn't know what we went through, we need to clear our mind of everything that happened. I fear that I don't know exactly the terms of your challenge with Silver Tongue, but maybe considering your state, maybe this should happen after you cleared your mind.
I plan to go no further on Silver Tongue's challenge for a while. I am confused still. And need a clear head for the confusing Homid ways. It is Laughing Shadow's challenge. Embracing my own nature. And my role. This is what I will do now. Like I say in Pangaea. Because also, if Andre has time to recover, he has much Homid pride. And he is quite deadly when he wants to be. I think we all need our minds clear when the confrontation comes. So we must all accept what happened. I don't think I can accept him as my alpha again. But he must be in a place where he can accept Tenna's judgment. Right now, he could not. And regardless of my disagreements with him, the nation should not lose a strong warrior. Not if they can be helped.
I am happy to see that We indeed have the same idea, considering Andre's predicament. I think that he needs to state in a clear mind what happened, why he did it, or why he felt that the place made him do that. I prefer to see him strong and proud rather than to see my own reflection as an emotional wreck trying to connect what I was in order to find again my strength to be a proper child of Uktena, of Luna, and Helios and Gaia. I think indeed that we all need some time away, some time where we can regain our strength, regain our mind, and make the decision that we would make with our clear head and our clear feelings toward each other and toward what happened.
I agree. So you are welcome to come, but I will go and run with the one tribe. Before we were divided by the decision of those who became the Silver Fangs and their chosen human families, and hunt things that no longer run in the woods. It will be a joy, and I think joy is something that we need.
True. Also, I think that yes, I need something to challenge myself, to reconnect with my wolf heart, because as much as I am a wolf, I fell to, well, the elders of my sept and yours would call that corruption from the Homids. I was a lot more full of rage, full of bitterness. First time I saw Andre, and I knew he was a Shadow Lord, I taunted him like he was a monkey, a son of the Weaver, and not a true Garu, like I was as a lupus. And as much as those memories may be painful, or the time when I ran in the sept of the Stonefang, I would be glad to reconnect with my primal side and to remember again what it means to be a true wolf without thinking about the future, what will be, or what was. For a week, I would only like to think of the present, of the prey that I will hunt, or where I will run with my pack, and where I will sleep.
Yes. We should go. We should prepare for a journey if we will go for a week.
It is true. And I will I will make sure of two things. First one, I will petition to Spirit to teach you, to give you the knowledge of the Hamid glyphs, so that you will not lose time in learning as I did. That way, you will be able to make your challenge properly without being maimed because you were not born Hamid. And then I will go to the futures of the sept to give them the box that we gathered back so that they can keep it. We can keep it safe until my return, so that we can know what exactly we brought back and why we risked everything that we had, and why this spirit would be so important that we would risk the cohesion of our pack and our own lives.
I think the wisdom of Kachina and Mother Larissa will be of use.
And so we'll chase it to storm if he can.
Yes.
And also, well, ask them a little bit about Pangaea. We wouldn't want our quest to run badly by offending the one tribe. That would be an end rather ironic for the both of us, lupus born.
You are right.
And with that, I guess that we can call it a scene as the two lupus brother come to an agreement and goes back to the sept. Maybe not stronger as they were before, but they have become a little bit more whole again. And we hope that you have enjoyed this scene, Mr. Austin, who is watching, and everyone else who will be watching. We will see you later, maybe in a time where there were no tribe and only wolves run free into the forests.